welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a really fun one. I decided to pull all of my handbags together and do a handbag collection video. And I thought it'd be, I don't have like, some people have like handbag collections that could like fill up entire walls. I have a good amount of handbags, and I have a good mix of some really, fun designer handbags. Then I have some handbags that I'm using for a long time that you'd be kind of shocked about. The price points are very affordable and, for different seasons, for different occasions. So I figured I would just round everything up in one video. I used to have a lot more handbags than this, I'll be very honest. It's because I worked for YSL Makeup, YSL Beauty, years ago, and we used to get like an amazing discount. Like 50% off, even sale, even outlet. We got discounts at Gucci, we got discounts at Stella McCartney. So, but most of us pretty much bought only YSL handbags because it was at the time when Stefano Pilati was the designer, and he was, at that time is when like the Muse bag first launched with YSL. They did the Uptown bag, the Downtown bag. They just had all these like really iconic bags. It was like the time of YSL handbags. I remember walking around New York and like everybody had a YSL handbag. So I've since sold a good portion of them because back in the day I used to buy like really big tote handbags. Like the bigger the bag, the better. And I just don't wear those kind of bags as much anymore. I have a few here and there, but I like smaller bags for the most part, though I've picked up some larger bags. But the majority of my bag collection is a little bit smaller than it was years ago. Size-wise, the size of the bags are smaller and the number of bags is smaller. So let's get started. I'll first start with one of my kind of old school YSL handbags. Some of you have seen this on the blog. I don't wear it too much on the blog, but it's this like YSL tote, and I loved it. It was my first YSL purchase, and it was with the grommets and everything, and it's black leather. I just thought it was really cool. It was my bag that I brought to work. I used this bag to travel. It's held up pretty well, though some of the little straps here will kind of come undone. But this is one of the only YSL handbags from back in the day that I have not sold. So other tote bags that I have, I bought this Loeffler Randall. I don't know if you guys are familiar with, I have a lot of Loeffler Randall shoes, which I love. They make some of the best shoes. And at a kind of like mid-range price point. They're not like Manolo Blahnik price points, but they're not kind of Sam Edelman price points. They fall right in the middle, which I really like, and their styles are really great. So I bought this tote bag. It has these like, it's like perforated, and I just wanted like a nice, like a fun tote for work and, just to carry things with, like I said, when I'm traveling or whatnot. It's not available anymore, though they make something similar. So if I can't find the exact bag, I will go ahead and link something similar that is, like I said, somewhat similar, or that I think is a really great replacement for it. Most of these are still available. And then my most recent tote bag purchase was last year, and I purchased the Saint Laurent shopping tote. And I purchased it in this burgundy color. At first I was like, I don't know, am I really going to wear the burgundy color? If you follow my blog and follow my Instagram, you know that I've worn so much burgundy this past winter. From a coat to boots to this tote bag. So I've ended up using it a ton. I like it. I feel that it holds up pretty well. It doesn't, it's very flimsy, and I was worried that it would be too flimsy, but actually it holds its shape quite well. I don't have a bag thing at the bottom here to make it flat. It just stays quite flat just with, my wallet or my makeup bag that I put down there. And I really enjoyed it. It has just one snap. That's the only thing, is it doesn't zip up or anything. It is open, but versus like the Neverfull from Louis Vuitton, it does have a snap, which I don't believe the Louis Vuitton Neverfull does. I don't know. I don't have one, so I'm thinking from the pictures, I don't think it does. And then it has just a little makeup bag attached with a string. And if you're not one for logos or whatnot, it is very sleek. It just has the Saint Laurent embossing right there. So great option if you want to spend a little bit more on a tote bag, but you don't want it maybe to have the logo. I'm not against logos, to be honest with you. A lot of my bags are not necessarily logoed, but I'm not against it. In fact, I pre-ordered a bag that should be here in the next few weeks that has some logos on it. So I will be doing an unboxing video with that, which should be really fun. But the rest of mine, I mean, I just buy what I like, to be honest with you. I mean, I buy what I like. Sometimes I like trendy things, sometimes I don't. I don't really, necessarily, sometimes I like the bag because it's an it bag, but I think about the longevity of the bag. So that's really what I think about before I buy a bag, because I, love to buy an it bag, but will that it bag kind of be still suitable to wear like 5 to 10 years from now? This is an example of an it bag that I purchased, but I have loved it, and I know I'll wear it for many more years to come. The Mansur Gabriel bucket bag. I purchased it in the mini, not the mini, but just the mini. And I love the size. It is quite bulky. So a lot of you ask me about this bag when I wear it, and what do I think of it, and size-wise. I like the size. I think it's a decent size for my frame compared to the very small one, which I do like as well. But it can be kind of bulky. Tying it, I mean, it does come untied, so just, try not to be aware of that when you're carrying it. Obviously, if I'm going to be in large crowds or something, this is probably not the bag I would carry. Though I did wear it in New York, but New York was a whole different thing. Like, I don't know, I just never worried about getting stuff taken out of my bag in New York. I was very aware when living in New York, I will say that. So I would wear a bag like this and not even think twice, because I was just like eagle eye constantly. And but I really enjoy this. I think it's a much lower price point than some of my other bags, so I just love the shape still. I think it's really fun, and I can fit a good amount in here, but the only thing is there's no compartments, so there's just one big bucket. I do love a compartment, so that's always kind of a bummer when I'm using this. I just dump everything in there. All right, this bag, I don't know if this is my most recently purchased bag. I think it might be. And it was the Proenza Schouler, Schouler, I always forget. I try to Google how to say it every time, and I'm sure one of you will correct me. And this is the PS1, but the tiny. So there's the tiny, the small, medium, well, I don't know. There's different sizes, but I wanted this size. So it's definitely like a good bag to kind of hold. And it also has a strap. I haven't undone the knot that came with it to make it like a long crossbody, because I like just swinging it over my shoulder like that. But this bag I have really loved. I know the PS1 was really hot when it first came out many years ago, and then it kind of lost some of its, excitement and buzz. Though every time I've, been in major department stores, it's still sold there, but it's not as, let's say, big as maybe Celine is, or a few Gucci bags right now. But I just loved the shape. I loved that it was kind of a little bit, not too fancy, not too girly, not too edgy. I like that it kind of blended everything together. And then there is a lot of compartments, which I like. So you've got this major compartment, then you have this little front pocket, and then a little zipper there. Then you have a little pocket in the back here, which I like, and I love the color. The only thing that is missing really from my collection is I wanted a bag that didn't have as much gold hardware. Most of my bags are a little more gold based, except for that YSL big tote, the black one with the YSL and the grommets. So the bag that I pre-ordered that's coming in is more silver focused. It's like beige, but it has a lot of silver hardware, and I thought that was a good, something that was missing, let's say. And then the Chloe Marcy Small in tan. I know that there's so many other Chloe bags out that have come out and that people just go crazy for, but this is still one of my favorite bags. It's so small, and it fits a good amount though, because it kind of is a little bit wider down here, so I can get like a full wallet in here. And there's a little front pocket here and a little small pocket in the back. Nothing in the back here. But I do keep the stuffing when I'm put it in my closet, just to kind of hold its shape. And I wear the heck out of this. This particular color was very hard for me to find. I looked and looked and looked, and it was constantly sold out. I would say My tip for buying that bag in particular is buy it in the winter, because as soon as summertime comes, people want like brown bags, beige bags, white bags, and it's just impossible to find. The girl at the Gucci store actually tracked it down for me. Gucci store. The Chloe store. I'm looking at my Gucci bag here. The Chloe store, and she tracked it down for me and shipped it to me. But it's available at most retailers online, but it does constantly go out of stock and come back in. All right, speaking of Gucci bags, the Gucci Red Disco bag. You know, super popular and kind of an it bag. I mean, there's obviously other Gucci bags that are since out now that are even more it. I wanted a red bag, and a lot of people, you know, I had some people ask me about the bag and do I like the fact that it's red and do I find that I wear it a lot? You have to be a red person, meaning that you have to wear a lot of things in your closet, have red pieces already in your closet, red statement pieces, whether that's a red lipstick, whether that's a red shoe, because if you don't wear any red and you decide to just get a really bold bag like this, you probably will never wear it. I myself have always had red accessories and loved red as an accent piece, or love red on a skirt, on a pair of shoes, on my lipstick, on a hat, on gloves. So I have been a red lover for many, many years, and I wear a lot of black and white, and I love black, white, and red. I just think it looks so, it's really fun. If you follow my blog, you'll see a lot of outfit posts, a ton, where I just do black, white, and then this bag. And it's just such a fun combination. Throw in a red lipstick. I even have some red sunglasses that are really cute. And so, but I really enjoy this bag. The zipper sticks for me. So many of you have said that the zipper doesn't stick for you. So that's just this bag. So I just kind of, and if I had ordered it online, if I had tried it in the store, I probably would have asked them to get me another one, because it does like, I really have to like tug at it, and that's such a pain. But it's quite large. I have like a shopping bag in here to kind of put the stuff, I threw the stuffing out, so I use a shopping bag. It's quite large. My wallet is quite long, so it barely fits in here, but I can put a good amount in here. There's a little pocket right here, and there's a pocket in the back, and I like to wear it across the body, on my shoulder, you know, a ton of different ways. Actually, I tend to bring this a lot when I travel, because I love that it just sits in front and it has a zipper. So a lot of my bags, you know, are open at the top or may not have a zipper, but I like this one. I brought this with me to Palm Springs recently, and it just goes with so much. You know, like I said, if you wear a lot of red in your closet anyway, I highly recommend getting this color, because it really adds like a nice pop. Okay, what are my other bags? All right, so I purchased this bag on sale. It was actually the first bag of my crossbodies that I purchased on sale, and I first was like, this color is just not for me. And it's a Sophie Hume mini envelope bag, and it has straps, but it also, you can undo them, and it becomes a clutch. How cute. So I was like, this yellow, bright orange, obnoxious neon color, but it was marked down to like $200, and I really wanted this style bag. I had been seeing the Sophie Hume envelope bag, and it just looked like me. And I loved it. It was a clutch or a crossbody. And so I ended up buying it. Well, that's all she wrote, because I have worn this bag. Go back to my blog, use the search bar, Sophie Hume. You'll see how to spell it down in the description box. I have worn this a ton. I've worn it in the winter with darker clothes, and this is like a pop. I wear it in the summer. I wear it in the spring. I find that it looks amazing with chambray and like denim and chambray. In the summer, I'll wear like an all denim outfit and this bag and like, you know, nude shoes or leopard print shoes. And I was really surprised. It's not available anymore, but I will link to this style. But my point about talking about the neon colors is you'd be surprised sometimes how well, you know, strange colors and handbags could go into your wardrobe, especially if you have a lot of pieces like me, but just basic. Like I have a lot of denim, I have a lot of white and black and tan, camel colors, and those sort of things are just blank slates for any color handbag. And I'm just really proud of myself that this is going on like the third year of having this bag, and I wear it so much. And I'm like, I'm so proud of myself. I just brought it to Palm Springs and it was so perfect for there. So this last crossbody handbag I've talked about before, it's the Chloe Georgia bag. It has a strap. And I am very, very sad to say that it has been discontinued, this style, because I cannot find it anywhere online. And this bag is fantastic. It has two little compartments. So the first major one, then this second flip up. I bought this before I left New York, so I have a really soft spot for it. I literally bought it like a few days before I left New York. And it was a kind of a goodbye New York present for myself. I don't know. I wanted a black crossbody, and I looked at this or the Celine envelope bag, the small one. They're similar price point. The Celine one was pretty, but only if you get it in a color, like a red, a blue, a mint green, because in black, for that price point, I was like, this looks like nothing. And I'm not spending, it was like $1,100. I was like, for this, just, it looks like nothing. I loved this because of the gold hardware, the gold, Chloe embossing right here. It has the gold buckles. And I just love the shape. I wear it a ton on my blog. However, they don't make it anymore, but I saw a similar shape now that they're making, which I'll link below. It's called the Nile, I believe. It is somewhat different. It has like a big kind of gold ring that you hold the bag with, as well as the straps. It's a little bit pricier. It's a few $100s more, but it is a similar shape, and it is actually very attractive. So I will go ahead and link that below as well. And oh my gosh, so let's talk about, we've talked about some designer handbags and stuff. Let's keep it real. I have been using this tote that I'm about to show you for 10 years now. I have two of them. I have one in this color and one in just a basic green, and I love it. LL Bean for the win, $19.99. This tote, it's like their just basic tote. I'll find it and I'll link it below. My girlfriend that worked at Bergdorf Goodman, she was a buyer at Bergdorf Goodman. She's no longer a buyer there. So anytime she would buy something, I would use that as my gauge of like, okay, it's cool. Like if she buys it, I can buy it too. If she's watching this video, she's probably gonna laugh that I think that, but she had the green version of this, just all green. She had it monogrammed because it was like a bridesmaid gift that she'd received from a friend. And she brought it every day to work. She's like, it is the most durable tote you will ever find. And she's like, and I kind of like the army green. She's like, it's just kind of, I don't know, it just works. So I went out and bought it, and I bought it also in the camo for Stan to carry. If he needs a tote bag for something, not that he carries a tote all the time. But we have used these bags for everything. They are so sturdy. They can get wet. They can get dirty. They can get sand in them. I don't know. I just buy multiples of these. They're so great. If you are a boater, if you like to boat, go boating. If you like to boat, if you like to go boating, this is the perfect tote for that. If you like to camp, go outdoors. If you work in a city and you need to carry your laptop and all of your paperwork and stuff into work, and you don't want to pay for a really expensive tote bag because you don't want to get stretched out or out of shape, this is the perfect one. I didn't bring the green one, but it's just this color. It's so perfect. Such a good shape. They have multiple shapes, multiple different sizes. That, I believe, is the medium. Okay, so for summertime, I did buy some straw totes that I wanted for the summer. So I have like a beach one, and this is this one that I purchased. It's by Marisol, and it has the little pom-poms. I'm sure you guys have seen it. On social media, or different bloggers carrying it, or people carrying it. It's big. It is a really big bag, but I really love it for the beach. I love it in the summertime. If I'm carrying a lot of stuff. I just loved the pattern. I love the just basic straw with some the colors woven through here. And I don't really love the pom-poms. I always put those in. It's not really my thing. But I believe they still make this, and we're getting towards spring, so that's the best time to start buying these, because once spring hit, I can never find straw totes because they go so fast. So this one I believe is carried on J. Crew and then other various sites. This is my most recent straw tote that I bought last year. It does come with pom-poms, and I took the pom-poms off because, like I said, I'm not really a pom-pom gal. This is by Kayu, I believe, Kayu. And she makes multiple different ones, and she changes the handle color. I just bought this, it's just navy and camel. But I wear this tote a ton. It's nice because it's not as big as the Marisol. But this is a standard tote that she makes. It's still available. And it does hold quite a good amount. This is cute for when I have like a sundress and I don't want to carry a crossbody. I want to carry something a little bit more, I don't know, summery and springy. I like this because it's not super oversized like the Marisol one. And she makes some really cute, fun colors. There's some like neon handles that she does, some basic red, white, and blue, or red, blue, and like camel. But it's very cute. And I really love that tote. There is a bag that I already have my eye on for spring, and I will link it below. I don't know what the name of the bag is, but it's this like straw half moon bag that I saw a lot of people carrying last year, and I really thought about it and if I would wear it, and I really think I would. So I'm going to be getting that one for the summer. I'll link it below so you can see which one it is. And all right. So I bought this bag like a long time ago. This was actually my first work tote, and I just don't wear it as much anymore because I went to the LL Bean one and I like that a lot better. And it's the Longchamp. This one is open at the top. I don't know what the name is called. It's okay. I really don't like the short handles, that it's more of a kind of a bag that I just hold with the top handles. I like a tote that you can put over your shoulder. I bought my mom that one. That one I like a lot more, the Longchamp one, which I'll link both of them below. And then finally, if we're talking about clutches, I used to have a lot more clutches, but I've sold a good portion of them. The one that I still wear all the time is the Claire Vivier leopard clutch. I have found a dupe for this. I hope it's still online at Nordstrom. I will seek it out and put it below because this one it's pricey. It's about $200. The dupe is only like $40. But I will say, for what I paid for this, I use it for everything. I use it when I travel. All of my passport and documents go in this one, so I always know this is the bag not to, do anything with. But I like it that it's big enough to bring out and about, to go out for the evening. I can pack it in stuff, and I love that it's leopard. Hello, I love leopard. And then I do have a few other clutches, and they're not available anymore, but I thought I would show them to you anyway, because a lot of people ask me about them when I show them on Instagram or on my blog. They're by YSL. They are from back in the day. They're like a letter clutch. I know I have a gold and a black one. YSL gave these to us for like holiday gift, and then another time. So one time they gave us a gold one time they gave us a black one, and how can you give these away? How can you sell these? They are so classic and chic and fabulous. They fit next to nothing, but they are perfect for when I go out. So I still hold on to those, and I'm trying to think. Hold on, I'm just gonna dip off the camera for a second. I'm back. The only other clutches that I have, I bought this Louis Vuitton back in the day when this is like really, really popular. I was like in my early 20s and bought the little Louis Vuitton kind of like going out bag that you put over your arm. Hey! Thought I was so cute, and I was. But now I just use it as a makeup bag and whatnot. When I want to separate some of my larger bags that don't have compartments, I'll use this. I'll use my Claire Vivier to help put things in it and separate and give myself compartments. And the other clutch that I have that I purchased, which I love. This is back in the day when YSL was like everything, and their bags were amazing. I still like their bags now, but this was like their heyday. Look at this clutch. It's like a floral clutch, and it's a wristlet. So this was the bag that I would bring out when I would go to the club. Like, I went to the club that much. I really didn't. But living in New York, you do go out here and there. And this was one of my favorite bags to bring because I didn't even have to think about like putting it down or what if I lost it. It's on my hand. So I'm dancing, I'm doing stuff, and it's attached. So this is no longer available, but I will never sell it because it's so perfect for a night out. And yeah. So that is my handbag collection. We've got a good selection of, different seasons. And like I said, I just pre-ordered one and it should be here in another month, or a few weeks. And I will do an unboxing video, which should be a lot of fun. I will link everything down below. If I can't find it, I'll link a similar style. And love to hear what your favorite handbag is. So please leave me a comment below. And if you have any questions about them, please feel free to leave me a comment or send me an email, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.